It is episode 7, and it's Norge, or Norway. And that's how I think you spell it, Norge. Norge. It reminds me of two words. Oh, it kind of reminds me of Norge. Jorg. Shut your mouth. We're not going to do that. That's that's disrespectful, and that's also pretty rude to the LGBTQ. I guess. I don't know if it is. So we're going to do some more cultural things. And also, I've been to Norway one time. This is my second time in Norway. Also, there's something that Doctor might like to do here, because this is a thing that they do. Personal space. Finally, I can be alone, because that's a thing there. I have an excuse now. It's cultural in this nation. Thank you, Norway. Well, I guess he's gone. Either you guys can be social or whatever. I don't know if you want to be social. I'm not. Ow. Well, let's just be chill. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm just gonna go over here. Shouldn't we get a tree or something for Austria? It's not. It's only December 7th. We don't. Christmas doesn't start until 2 weeks, so there's no point. I'm just gonna be next to the flag. I wanted to sing the anthem. I don't know the lyrics. There's no lyrics. It's, well, kind of. Also, it's Norwegian. Well, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Most people want personal space. Doctor does. Happy does. Looks like Henry and Gordon do. James is chilling, doing whatever he's doing. And Edward is just chilling by himself. We're the only 4 that are socializing. Well, I don't know. I'm chilling. Also, I forgot to say, I'm here too. Sadly, we can't use Beatles music because it's copyrighted. Because it's strictly copyrighted, and you can get either, your video can get taken down, you can get copyright striked, and you can get demonetized. I don't have to get worried about demonetized. I'm not even monetized to begin with. But still, I do not want the video getting taken down, because I normally delete the clip, like the whole video, after uploading it to YouTube. So I would have to remake the whole video, and I'm not trying to do that. And also, I don't want to get a strike on my channel. I get always feared of getting striked by any company, especially if it's a big company, because I don't want to pay for money. I don't have money. I'm broke. So I do not want to actually pay for something. And I don't want my family paying for it, because they'll lose money too. So, yeah. The only reason I don't get copyrighted by Mattel is because I don't get money out of this. I get 0 income. I get 0 income from this channel. I only do it for a hobby and for fun. I've never gotten money out, even on my old channel. No money out of it. 0. I've never gotten money out of any of my things. And I'm never going to make merch. If you want merch, make custom merch. But I ain't making it for you, because I'm going to get struck down by Mattel if I do. That's why I have a big fear of making anything that like, that's why the TM stories that I lost were never published. They reference, there's even an appearance of Mario in it, and I don't want Nintendo striking me down. I don't want to get striked down by any company because I know I don't want to get striked, and I don't want to get my videos taken down, and I don't want copyrights. That's why I'm very careful. Like, I had to look up if there's any way to, like, get around it, but they say you have to cover the song, but you need to change the lyrics up to count, and I'm not good at singing at all, and I'm also not good at changing lyrics. Well, that's what Google said. Take Google's word. I don't know. You could just take it with a grain of salt, because I don't know if it's actually true by the company. Also, in credit scenes, we purposely put the characters' last names because it's funny to, like, act like they're actors. Secondly, also, I actually do, like, there's intro and outro music in every single episode for the credits and the intro, and also, if you look at the music in the credits, if you look through the credits, what it says, you can see that I mention what song the intro and outro's creators are. Well, what they are on CapCut, because it says on CapCut, it says who created it, and that's what I typed down. But just, that's what I'm trying to be, like, because I don't want to accidentally put music without, I don't want to accidentally put music and not credit the person who uploaded it. That's what we're also going to do for this episode and every other episode. The only reason, also, this is the first season where we don't use the main outro that we've used since season 9, season 7 to 9. Yeah, we do change it for season 15 and 17, but that's because they're lore season, and we just turn it to gray with no audio to get suspense. But out of that, there's no other reason. There's no other reason. Dude. I don't, this is the first season to not use an outro. The main outro we've used since season 9. The reason we never changed the outro is because for the first, season 9 to 12, I just never thought of changing it. I was like, what do you do? It's fun. And now, that's the reason I do not change the outros for any single season. I don't change the outros because it is, a main staple of the channel, and I don't like changing it. Yeah, there's going to be certain seasons that I'm going to change the outro for, mostly the international, when they go to different countries. Those are one of the only times they actually are doing that. But out of that, there's no point of changing it. It's a main staple. And also, many TV shows do never change their intros, do they? No. Maybe sometimes when it's a lore a lore episode or a lore season, yeah, then they start changing up the intro, but that's only during lore seasons. Out of that, they don't change the intros or outros. The only reason I change my intro is to fit more of that season. Most of the time, I get those intros from CapCut, by the way. But before that, during season 12, after season 12, I got onto CapCut to make intros because the original app I was using is very, very limiting of its things. Also, that sometimes I do make thumbnails. Most of my thumbnails are made on PixArt, but I also use Flip-a-Clip with some of them, which I only used for the first episode of the season. And in season 9, I made the first couple of episodes thumbnails hand-drawn. I still own the pictures. They're at my house. Other than that, yeah, that's fine. You're done? Yeah, I was just mentioning stuff about, what happened, production stuff. Also, do you know something, Thomas? What? What is the popular thing at this country? What's a popular thing that they eat? Don't you dare. Fisk. They spell fish as F-I-S-K instead of F-I-S-H. That's why I said Fisk. Also, it could be other things like bass, salmon, sardines, anchovies, stuff like that. Many fish. What fish do they have at Sodor? The lakes? I do not know. I do never look at the freaking... have I ever got water out of my tank? I don't use that. I do not get it from... I get it from water towers, you stupid. What was your good idea to do that? Because I like to fish. I wanted to fish. You're just making... Now we're just making references to the TV show. That's the... Like, originally, even at... But when N was planning Season 20 and Season 19, when he was thinking of names, when he was still in school, he wrote down the episode title for this episode as Fisk, as a little nod to Thomas Goes Fishing. That's me talking. Yes, I did make the episode's title as a quick nod to a Thomas episode, because I still, ever since Season 2 and 4, dude, like, I've never made an episode that actually feels like a Thomas episode. Outside of Season 4, like Season 3, 5 to 20, they all feel like not a Thomas episode. Mostly because that there's OC characters and also lore now, so there's not much, like, it's pretty hard to make it feel like a Thomas episode still, when it has different topics, so, like, yeah. But in some seasons, I might try to bring, maybe parody, like, comedy seasons, like Season 24 or 25. I'll probably bring back the Thomas feel. Maybe Season 25, because I have some stuff planned for 24. We're done with that. We got to do fish. Oh. What's even the most popular season right now? Season 1 has the most views for one episode, but the season that has the most views overall is Season 19. 19 got a lot of views. Some episodes got up to 40 views, which is awesome, because now my episode, Season 19, got a lot of love last time. Season 20 hasn't got much love at all, sadly, because I was having the most liking to do it. But that's mostly because of strict stuff, but that's mostly, I don't know why it's so not viewed. I have shared my videos to my friends. I always do that whenever I make a new episode, but nah, it's not much. Also, I think that this is the end of the episode. Also, that we were doing the opposite of the culture. The culture says personal space, but we were just being social the whole time. Do you see the others being social? Didn't think so. End the video.